Okay, we're back. We're back, and the issues have been resolved. I hope the cutscene was at least visible for you all. But we got a slight introduction here on what is happening, and all of the resorts that were in the Mushroom Kingdom have been taken over by Bowser. So let's just get ready with the game. So Tech, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Enjoy that message.
Looks kind of peaceful. Looks are deceiving when Koopas are involved.
Right, there's a small Easter egg within Hotel Mario. With at specific dates, you can, if your CDI is set to a specific date, it will show a message related to that date. And because Hotel Mario got in as a backup, got removed because it was a backup, and now entered the schedule again, I just figured I'd set it to Halloween, which gave you the boo message, which is also how most people feel about the game. So figured I may as well. But there's also some fun Easter eggs with that particular message. For instance, the 17th of February, if you put your CDI to that, it will display it's Holly's birthday. And there's actually a fun little story when it comes to Holly, which initially she's credited as the play consultant of the game. And only really recently, it was found out that Holly was actually the child of someone working on the game, who she was brought along to the when they were developing it, and she got to play the game. And at that point, Mario couldn't jump. Mario could not jump in Hotel Mario, and she was playing it. I was like, "This is weird. Mario should be able to jump." So they took our advice. They made Mario jump, and that's what you see now. Like we have a somewhat full-fledged Mario-like game? Question mark. Yeah, they credited her in the credits as play consultant, and she basically made the game what it is now. And they gave her that little Easter egg, like on her birthday, it will actually show that it's Holly's birthday. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the game, because we're now 3 stages in, and as you may have seen, I have picked up a fire flower as we went. You actually didn't see that, because I picked up an invisible mushroom and stood on the spawn location of a fire flower after getting the mushroom, of course. So yeah, I'm now Fire Mario, and I hope to be for most of the game, because having the fire power up is like absolutely necessary. Yeah, we're currently in the Woodland Hysteria, and every hotel has a pun based on a hotel branch, or like a song or something like that. Like the second hotel is called the Heartbreak Hotel, so not Heartbreak, Heartbreak, because it's a stone hotel. And the third hotel is the Chilton, which, yeah, I mean, obviously. But yeah, Woodland Hysteria. We're in the Asteria Hotel here. Mario has been here. So doors have been closed here. Like if you got interrupted early in the morning because you didn't put up your do not disturb sign, it was likely Mario. Which is actually a bit creepy.
Are we the Goombas here?
You may. I'm not sure if you had any mushroom-related dishes. They may serve that in the hotel, actually. So, at any rate, yeah, you see a few of these enemies here. You see some coins. Like right now, we're dealing with the basic of the basic. Like you have some Goombas, you have some Koopas, and they're just pattering about, not really doing much. But that will change real soon, because we're in stage 6 already. And as any good Mario game has, there's warp pipes. And we're going to use them. Because I'm not going to make you sit through this entire game, like every stage. I'm not doing that to you or me. Like, I like this game. I legit like this game. But it needs to be dosed. Like, what we're going to do is to go immediately, or as quickly as possible, we'll head to Bowser's Hotel, the Seashore's Palace, and I enjoy this. This is what happens.
Where am I?
So be careful whenever you take a warp pipe, but Mario, it hurts him.
I don't think I've ever go through a pipe in a Mario game the same way again.
No. This just breaks the illusion that it's safe. It is not safe. Right, we're now in the Chilton, where we have ice physics, which is quite annoying, but luckily we don't have to deal with the Chilton too long. So I'm kinda careful here because, yeah, I mean, as you could, you could see there, like, perfect example. We have to deal with these Bessie Beetles, and a fireball can easily go over a Bessie Beetle. And yeah, with ice physics being a thing, yeah, you can just slide into one of them, and it's not a good time in general. There we go. That's stage 3 of the Chilton done. We need to go to stage 5 for the next pipe, so it won't take too long. Each stage also, or each hotel has its own gimmick. Like the Woodland Hysteria didn't really have anything. That's like the introduction hotel. But as you could see with the Chilton, every floor except for the floor that you're on is dark. And there we got the Monty Mole the first time that they come along. But each gimmick can actually be countered. Like when it comes to these dark rooms, there's actually, and it's hinted at when you actually start the... Okay, so what happened right now is that the Monty Mole spawned on the top floor and opened the door. So I have to go back. Because to win the game, or to win the stage, you have to close all doors. And that mole is just trolling me. Like, most of the time he spawns all the way on the bottom. And then he bonks into the wall because he can't see. There we go. Done.
I just love the fact that all the doors in the Chilton are labeled after actual fridge doors.
Yeah,
It's
they're
really
fridges.
thematic.
No, it's great. But yeah, at this stage, there can be a Koopa that spawns with a little candle. And if you defeat that Koopa, you get the candle, and you can you see all the stages. Right, so second warp pipe. And this will, yeah, besides hurt, also hurt me a lot when it comes to difficulty. Because we're now in Hotel 6 out of the 7. And near the end already, like at stage 8. So this is a Wendy's hotel. And I have to pay attention to the sound here. I'll show as we go. So first things first, I went into the door and I grabbed a star. And you could hear a little ding there in the background. That ding basically tells you that the elevators changed direction. So now I have to take the elevator back where I went to go further up. So I have to keep that in mind the entire time as I go through this stage. And then luckily the final elevator is always the same, but it gets messy real quick. And it can be that the sound effect gets drowned out by like a fireball or something like that. At any rate, we're just going to kill our little coins here, and then head into the elevator. It's changed direction, so I have to keep that in mind again. Then head back. This should still be fine. Yes, we are. Have to pay attention to all the see-through going around. It will become a big mess. I'm opening this door, waiting for the coins to spawn, and then you can enter the door to... It basically has a power-up that explodes the entire level. It's great. But yeah, the see-through pass will keep spawning, so it's not completely clear. If I took the elevator now, I would have ended up a floor down, I think. Yeah, excellent. So we just cleared stage 8 of Wendy's Hotel. And when you start Wendy's Hotel, you get warned. If you pinch Wendy's pennies, the pennies pinch back. And that's why the pennies here, the coins, are angry. That's the gimmick of the hotel, besides the changing elevators. And we're going to change that, because I don't want to deal with these coins. So let's open up this door, wait for the coin spawn, kill everything. It also killed a Mega Koopa. The Mega Koopa are an absolute... they're horrible to deal with because you need the Fire Flower to actually kill them. I'm just closing these doors here. I'm going to kill... okay, I'm not going to kill. There we go.
So this is where Wendy's hid the real coins.
So we just smacked the piggy bank and all coins are now safe for pickup. Generally, there's like a coin purse sound that happens. Downside here is that I used a fireball at the same time, so it got drowned out. And you didn't really hear it. Luckily, it's always the same door that you can take at the same time. Like if the timer hits 160, which is now hitting again because we just got the cutscene and it resets timer. Once it hits 160, you can take that door and it disables the gimmick. I have a fly on my screen. Stupid fly. Alright, we're now in the second screen of stage 9 of Hotel 6. That's also something I didn't mention just yet, but each hotel has, I mean, as you could see already, at one point starts getting more difficult. There we go. And the hotels will get multiple screens. So I'm just going to position myself good enough there. Like I'm not going to clear out clear out that floor because those Goombas, the Purser Goombas, they will spawn again, or the Usher Goombas they are called here. Let's kill this. I want to kill those Mega Koopas with the Fireball because while you can jump on them, they will only temporarily be disabled. And once the timer hits 50, they'll permanently be disabled, but they'll still have a hurt box. So they can just be in front of an open door and just chill there, and you can't do anything about it. You just have to take that loss. I'm just going to wait this one out. Okay, should be good here. I want to try to keep the Fire Flower because it will make the boss fight, which is now coming up, a lot easier. So we're going to deal with Wendy. And Wendy has two moves. She can spawn a heart, which will randomly float around and open doors. Or she can send out a kiss. This was the Snarlton, which is also an obvious reference. So, first she will use a heart. I'm going to ignore that heart, because that heart will not do anything, which is good. Next attack she will use is the kiss. I'm going to get in the elevator, it will despawn, I can just kill, and that's the first screen done. This is always the same, like if you do it like this, it will always be the same, no problem. This next part, however, there's a manipulation that I'll try to do, and most of the time I'll get it, so should be fine. So, her first attack is again a heart. I'm going to jump over it, and then walk along, try to kill it as it goes back up. She'll spawn another heart, and that heart will not open any doors because of what I just did. At least it better not. So I'm just going to wait this one out. There we go. We'll despawn. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Excellent. And just kill Wendy, and we're done with Wendy. Casually, that stage takes a long time. It's difficult. And especially if you don't know how to disable the coin gimmick. All the coins that you saw during the stage, they're evil. They'll chase you. It's not a fun time. Right, so we got a nice little cutscene here.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Boys!
That's that creepy Bowser's laugh. Look! This is it, Luigi. Remember, where there's smoke, there's fire.
We've had some fire trucks here 2 days ago, I believe. So it's indeed correct. So we're now starting off at, stage 1 of Caesar's Palace, which is aptly named for a reason later on, which I'll do my best to warn you all about. So this stage, like, because it's the first stage of a hotel, it starts off relatively easy. There's just some Goombas here. There's the dry bones, which with the fireball you can just take care of really easily. Like, it will just disintegrate. If you jump on it, like, it will crumble and then respawn again. So yeah, it's good that we can get rid of it that easily. There we go. That takes care of the first screen. But yeah, the cool thing about Bowser's Hotel is that it will throw gimmicks at, like, all gimmicks at you, everything that previous hotels have done, like, it will throw at you. It also has its own stage gimmick, which you will be able to see on the top floor, right? What about now, I guess? Yeah, there it goes. There's a fireball flying around. That fireball, like, for every stage that you progress, it will take up another floor. So in stage 2, it will take up floor, in this case, 5 and 4. Stage 3, it will be 5, 4, and 3, and so on. And once it eventually fills the entire screen, which it will do if you don't get rid of it, it will also start moving, firing faster, more often. So you want to get rid of that as soon as possible. And the only way to get rid of it is by using your own fireball against it. Like, fight fire with fire. Quite literally. So that's what I'll be trying to do. If I get the opportunity to throw my fireball at it, I'll take it. And I'm going to hope for the best that it actually hits. So now in stage 2, which introduces, in our case, because, I mean, speedrun, so we skip a lot of stages, it introduces the bats. They actually have a name. They're called bats. I mean, I'm not making it up. It's in the booklet. I was reading it. Okay, so let's hit that one with fireball. And the downside with bats are that, I mean, they're hanging at a place where you can't touch them. Yeah, that was just off. Okay, so they're hanging in a position where you can't touch them. And some bats are linked with each other. Let's wait out these Goombas, actually. Yeah, so they're linked with each other. Meaning that if you kill one, if one of those bats spawn, it will just fly to a random floor. It will be a nuisance, open doors and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's what bats do. Okay, that despawned. So if you ever have a random door open at night, it's a bat. Unless you kill it, it will, the bat that it's linked to on the bottom side will not move. So if, for instance, you're close to finishing the stage and one of the bats escaped and it's on top floor or something, and you kill it, a bat may spawn on the bottom and open the door on the bottom. So the safest thing to do is just to wait them out. There's only one stage in which two stages in which I won't do it, but we'll get to that when we do. So we just cleared out the bats and then we just clear out the rest of the stage. These green Koopas aren't anything special per se. Like, they're just wandering around and you can just hit them with fireball. But later on, I believe it may actually be the next stage already. There's also red-shelled Koopas, and they are a bit more of a nuisance. They're incredibly aggressive. They'll open up all doors that they just run past, so you really have to be careful. But in general, like, when it comes to Hotel Mario, it is a puzzle game, and that's how you should approach it. Like, a lot of this is methodical. Like, there's a certain rhythm to it, in which you can just go through stages as quickly as possible. So that already takes care of stage 2. We're progressing nicely. And here we have to start, or we have to deal with these ninjas, which are small and annoying, because, again, you run into the same issue. A fireball can just so easily fly over them. It's nearly impossible. There's one manipulation with ninjas that I can do, which is in the next stage, and not this one just yet. This is going to be not fun. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. What does it want from me? Okay, let's do it like that. that worked somewhat. Okay, get rid of that ninja. Like the game gets trolly a bit in that way. There's also the fact that the game does try to be nice to you, or nice. It tries to not troll you, and that's by checking the location of the enemies on your floor and comparing them to the enemies on the floor above you. So if they would be in a position where you cannot jump on them without... if you can't jump on them without taking a hit from the enemy above you, your enemy on your floor will turn around, so it will make space for you. So it's nice like that. At times, however, since I'm using the fire flower, that can really throw you off as well, because you're like, oh, I'll just get on it. Okay, I missed that fire flower. That's a shame. So we'll just have to avoid it. The ninjas are spawning, so I'm just going to head back to the previous floors and clear them as I go. And hopefully I'll be able to get rid of the fireball. Boom. There we go. Ah, that was barely a miss, but yeah. You need to hit those fireballs. You just heard the one-up sound. I'm not sure why this time, actually. Normally when you collect 30 coins, so instead of 100, you get a one-up. So we currently have 7 lives. We won't need those. Fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best here. So, now heading into stage 4, which has our good friends, the busy beetles once again, and ninjas. So everything is low to the ground. Fireballs may miss. Generally not a good time. But in the meantime, Ishma, if you want to plug something, I'll let you get to it.
I can definitely do that. We are raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and to support everyone who is dealing with mental issues themselves or within their family. All of your donations will go directly to Mind. And I would like to plug the next section after this run, which will actually be a panel where Cruel and a couple others would actually interview some of the representatives of that very organization. So if you want to know more about them, well, stick around until after this run.
Yeah, you definitely want to check that one out, because it will show you where your money is going to. Like, it's all a good cause, obviously. In the meantime, I lost my fire flower and I lost my trusty mushroom. I got nothing. Mario is super vulnerable right now. Luckily, there will be an easy to grab mushroom in the next stage. And an easy to grab fire flower later on. But we have to be careful here, because this is the first time that we'll have to deal with the red shelled Koopas. They will respawn once, so that's something that I will have to go for. So we just had, as you could see, like, they're super aggressive. So they just opened the doors where some of the power-ups were hiding. We got the fireballs, which is annoying. Okay, so they will respawn once. That means that I will stay on that specific floor to begin with. Let's do this. There we go. We got fire flower again. We're safe. Well, I'm saying we're safe, but these ninjas are not really helping. There we go. Let's get rid of everything here. There we go. Yeah, so they're super aggressive. They will respawn once. That means that I'll try to clear floors in pairs. So to begin, I'll stick around the bottom floor. And the bottom floor will be the safe spot, basically. Except that ninja spawn in this particular stage. But that means that because when all doors are open, you lose your life. You're dead. You failed in your task of closing doors. So now we have 3 floors that are safe, so to say. And this one will respawn, so I am going to just go up, throw out 2 fireballs, head back down, close door, go back up, and I'm still not hitting those. Now I have to hurry as well. Thank you, timer. The timer goes incredibly quickly, by the way. It starts at 200. It's not seconds. It's whatever time they use. It goes fast. It goes really, really fast. Right. Stage 5, which has our good friends, the Busy Beetles, and they have bats. I'm going to kill one bat here, just because I can. And I'm going to wait here for a little moment. Open this door. It's counterintuitive. I'm opening doors. Let's see what it does. Let's do it like this. Sadly, that screen clear will not disable the gimmick. And it's not often that I still have the gimmick at this point in the game, but I will deal with it. Because, I mean, things can happen. And that went underneath it. That's scary. So, we're just clearing the floors as we go. Oh, that was the wrong door. These elevators are static, like they don't move around, so it's always the same. Okay, I just got I killed Fireball. Means I do not have to deal with the gimmick anymore. It's done. So I'm relatively safe again. At least until the really late stages. So it should be good. I'm just being careful here because the Busy Beetles, they have a bit of a slow spawn. So they won't spawn from open doors if you're close to that specific door. But if you're walking up towards one and a Busy Beetle is a bit slow in getting out, it's really easy just to run into one of those. I'm just going to chill here. One of the bats will spawn here. Here the bats are placed on top of each other, so it's a bit misleading. There's 4 bats instead of 2. But again, like, I'm just going to clear out the bats, keep it safe. Because otherwise, like, I'll go clear doors in other floors and a bat may just make my life miserable later on. Which will lose a lot of time. So if you want to go for an absolute top time, you do maybe want to go for it, but even that, it may just not be worth it. I should not have closed the source, actually. It's unnecessary. Because I still have to deal with this, this one. I'll close those 2 doors. Don't do that. Okay, good. Okay, so in this case, the Red Koopa anticipated, because I was on that specific floor, but it was at the same horizontal axis as the Koopa above him. I'm actually going to do this. Oh, wait, just stalking him. There we go. In this case, the doors are closed, and we don't have to wait for the respawn. We can just clear the screen or the rest of the screen in one go. So you don't have to deal with having to go back and forth again. If I killed them earlier, then I would not have made that, because the respawn is quite fast. So, stage 6. Okay, the Busy Beetle was kind. The Busy Beetle can either go immediately to the left, it's random. It just does that. But there's a really, really easy pickup, or initial Fireflower pickup that you can get here. So, at times, like, if you lose your Fireflower, you may actually want to consider just restarting the stage. But so far it's not necessary. If I'm just having the mushroom at the end of the stage, it's also still fine. I'll be able to get an easy Fireflower in this stage afterwards. So here again we have to do with the red-shelled Koopas and some bats, I believe. No bats. Okay, that makes it a bit easier. I'm just going to chill here. We do have to deal with Drybo, so again, you don't want to lose your Fireflower here. There we go. That takes care of these red-shelled Koopas. One other thing that you may have seen, like power-up wise, we have some power-ups that go around the screen. There's obviously a lot of coins going around. That was excellent because he did not really open any problematic doors. There it is. Okay. So yeah, there's the coins. There's the rainbow coins. Rainbow coins are worth 10, which is quite convenient. You have mushrooms, the standard type. You have fire flowers that can spawn. You have faster moving mushrooms, which are the 1-ups. Oh, yeah, that's late. That's a shame. I'm just going to wait this one out, actually. There it goes. So I'll just clear out the top floor instead and go back. I just forgot to close the door as I went. Don't do that. We had to close doors. Right, on to stage 7, which has the only occasion in this speedrun of the Elvis-style Goombas, the rhinestone Goombas. And they're a mess, absolute mess. You'll see it. It just makes this entire screen so incredibly chaotic. So yeah, rhinestone Goombas. Rhinestone Goombas, they respawn twice. At least some of them, not all. So I'm going to kill these. The first floor that I already cleared, this one is going to not move around, okay, that works. So the first floor that I already cleared, and the fourth floor that I cleared a moment ago, and the second floor that I did now, they will respawn twice, and the middle and the top floor, they will not respawn. So I'm going to clear those out first. That means that there's safety, because I cannot no longer get in a situation where all doors can be opened. And right now I'm going to try, and it's going to be difficult, to clear all the rhinestone Goombas in one swoop so that I don't have to deal with any respawns, but yeah, this happens. So I may not make it, but it's going to be really, really close. Let's head out. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Let's do this, get the fire flower back. Luckily, let's see, I'll just clear this floor here. That takes care of that specific floor because we killed them 3 times now. Go back down to kill that rhinestone Goomba. Like if you do it correctly, like you don't, you clear everything in one go, and you don't have to deal with one of the respawns, which is quite nice. We got the panicky music going because we have to hurry. At least we're good. We'll make it. So if the fireball gimmick is still a thing and you enter this elevator that will go up and a fireball spawns at that point, it will have to wait until the fireball is done spawning and is off the screen. What that means is that if the timer is running out at that point, you can die in that elevator. The elevator that will take you to the next screen, you can die there. It's done. Nothing you can do about it. So that's also why it's so important to just get rid of that gimmick. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm clearing the first and second floor. The middle floor is the safe floor. Let's put it like that. They will not have any respawns. While the second and the first floor, they will respawn. That's also why I'm not clearing any or closing any doors just yet. Because it's not worth it. I mean, a rhinestone Goomba will spawn, it will open doors, and I mean, why bother? So, the first floor is done. We'll head back to the second, and after that, we just have 2 more floors to go, and that can be done in one go. So just making sure to wait so that I don't get hit. Go up. Yeah, they'll move around. That's what can make everything so messy. Go back. Go further up. Hopefully get out of the elevator in time, and that clears out that screen. And now we're in stage 8, and stage 8 is one that gimmick-wise has flying Goombas. It's nothing too special. It has bonsai bills, and this is also the screen where once I enter the elevator to go up to the next screen, if you have some sensitivity, to please look away, because you can already see there's a lot of flickering colors on the screen. And basically this entire screen transition will turn into like a disco party. That's why, if you're sensitive to it, keep that in mind. So yeah, flying Goombas are annoying. I'm just clearing from beginning to end, and then go back to the start and just go back and forth that way. Because that's the only way that you can clear this the proper way. Because you just have to deal with RNG in this case. Because these flying Goombas, like whenever they open the door, that can be quite random. So you can be really lucky, like you can get some quick clears on these kind of screens, but you can also just be unlucky like this. And we have a Goomba that spawned on the second floor, opened the door, and it's like, yeah, you come back here now. Oh, we had to anyway, so at least there's that. There we go, get rid of it, and now we're on the top floor. Hopefully able to clear it before anything else spawns. There we go. So look away if you have sensitivity because, yeah, it's a disco party right here. I don't know why it does that, but it is quite colorful. So, in this particular screen, the Banzai Bills, they will take revenge for their fallen brethren of the Goombas. The moment that you kill a Goomba, in most cases, it will actually spawn a Banzai Bill. So it can become quite the mess. And if I get lucky... No, I messed up. No! No! Okay, it's still fine. Okay. You can get the quick kill by just clearing out those 3 doors on the bottom and go from there. Ishma, if you want anything to say, you can do so now, because the thingy crashed, so I have no idea what's pending.
No worries, I can absolutely do that. I have just been informed that there will be another slight shift in the schedule happening today. The 1001 Spike Run by Ugyu that was actually scheduled to happen at about 5 p.m. today will actually happen right after this run, basically being sandwiched in between Hotel Mario and the panel with the Mind organizations that I talked about a little bit earlier will be actually slotted back just a little while. So if you wanted to watch the 1001 Spikes Run by Ugyu, stay around. It will happen right after Hotel Mario.
The only downside to that is that Ugyu was actually counting the spikes. So I still won't know if it's indeed 1001 spikes.
Well, I guess we just have to do that live on stream then.
Oh, that's going to be a mess. Okay, so we got really lucky in this particular stage. The door on the top did not get opened. That means that a quick kill... A quick clear was possible. Sadly, the multi-ball bamboozled us. We quick cleared the previous screen, which is a relatively consistent setup, which can do. But in this case, yeah, we're going to have to deal with some ghosts. This trolley mole. And let's just deal with things as we go. Wow. Fine. Well, not fine, but you know, fine. Let's take a quick look here. This should be fine, okay. Okay, we're good. There we go. We're good. Okay, oh... Okay, that spawns. Okay, so this is also the first time that we'll see these ghosts. So we're basically playing Phasmophobia in Hotel Mario. It's truly ahead of its time. So what's happening here is that ghosts, they can start a hunt. But they will not start... Come on. Don't open. Ah! It opened the door. Let's actually go back. I may not make this actually. I don't think I will. Let's see. Let's make the best out of it. Hotel Mario is being Hotel Mario right now. I'm going to absolutely YOLO this. Nah, the door on the top right got opened. It's fine. So we'll just take the death, because otherwise we would take the timeout. Like, nothing to do about that. So we'll have to do this one safely. Losing your Fire Flower, again, like in this case, it's a massive hit. I can just chill in here, get Fire Flower, and then actually, let's see what that is going to do. Okay, that's good. So now we can just take it as we normally do. In my previous attempt at this stage, I was able to quick clear this particular screen, because if you immediately head out of the elevator, shoot 2 fireballs to the left, it will kill the Monty Mole that will spawn. And then until like 165-ish, you have the time to clear, to close all the doors before any doors get opened, which is just enough time to clear the screen. So that's what I did last time around. Now we do it the safe way, and it will take a little bit longer. And I hope I'm being Hotel Mario here. That's why we play this game, though. That's why we play this game. There we go. That takes care of the Monty Moles. Let's head back up and actually have the Fire Flower. I will try to do the same, though, which is immediately closing the door to the left, go up, and then check what happens on the top right. Because if the top right stays closed, there is the chance that you can get a quick clear. If it opens, then it will not. Okay, it opens, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to wait out this. But there we go. And let's take it safe from here. Let's not get trolled too much. So we have a boo hunting us. Yeah, as I was explaining before about boos. Boos can initiate a hunt, but when they do, they can only move in one specific direction. So the direction that you're standing as Mario. But if you're close to them, like this, they will not start a hunt, because you're too close. The game is anticipating on that. But yeah, like this, you run at the boo, it can happen that the boo will become active and it will hit you. Once you pause a boo on its horizontal axis, basically, so if you're going above it or below it, or depending on where you are, like maybe you took an elevator that brings you out to the other side of the screen, the boo will deactivate immediately from its hunt. Like it will move in your direction, but it won't turn around. There's also one other type of boo that is more aggressive. It will look angry. You'll see it later on. But we have a sort of boss fight here, which is the boos as you know it, the shy boos, and the big boo. So taking this somewhat easy because the boos will come for you the moment that they see you. Which is a hassle. I'm just going to sit in this door here. They cannot open doors. They cannot hit you inside doors. Like most bosses can drag you out of a door, so you're not safe anywhere. But with this boo, you're relatively safe, and you just have to wait for a moment where it's safe to clear the specific floor that you're on and go from there. Let's quickly. That's scary. Okay. Fine. So here I'm going to wait again because yeah, that boo got shy in front of the door. Now it's just being annoying. And this is also just Hotel Mario. Sometimes you just chill a bit inside your hotel room, or whoever's hotel room that is. Can I do this? Nah, I'm not risking it. So there we go. There was a really slow screen though, but so be it. Stupid fly. Right, then on to the second screen of this boss fight. And this boss fight, like, it will have the boos as you saw in the previous stage. They'll start their hunts and everything, but that all started on the top. It moved past Mario, so it can no longer catch Mario, and it will just fade back, and you don't have to worry about it. It will likely become active again, though. It did not. Okay, excellent. Just in time. Just escaped that boo. Okay, that boo did become active, so I'm just keeping the big boo shy and then walk past. Because they also have a set duration in which they hunt, and like if they come from all the way off the other side, they will never reach you. But it's still scary. I don't like these boos. So that was a sort of boss-ish fight, and we only have like 5 stages to go. Again, like this is Hotel 7. This is Bowser's Caesar's Palace. There were originally 8 hotels planned because yeah, for each Koopaling. So there's one Koopaling that did not get a hotel in this case. It would have originally gotten a cheese hotel, but that idea got shot down pretty hard. Because they were like, hey, Super Mario World has like food-based areas, like let's make a cheese hotel. Yeah, they don't like that. I would have loved to see a cheese hotel, honestly. I mean, I'm Dutch. It's only fitting. So this stage is a bit of a reprieve. Like you can catch a bit of a breather. Except you still have to deal with boos. You still have to deal with these annoying flying Goombas who can just randomly spawn and everything. Sure. Fine. I believe. There we go. Yeah. No. Ah. fine. Fine. This will work. This will work. I'll just get a fireflower on the next screen. So that's yeah, something that you have to deal with at times. Generally, the game actually controls and plays really well. Like, hitboxes can be a little bit finicky because the hitbox in which you can actively kill an enemy with the jump is only on your arc down. So if you're going up, then the enemy will still hit you instead. So I'm going to kill this. Got this. There we go. Got fireflower. And let's wait out the spawn. There we are. Oh no, the flies have multiplied. Let's wait out this Koopa. Just going to kill it. Should not have cleared those doors actually, it's a bit unnecessary, but we'll basically do the same here. It still helped, yeah, I didn't have to walk back. There you go. So yeah, again, like the red Koopa, so we're doing the same method as I did before. I'm going to clear them as quickly as I can and try to clear them per 2 floors. Oh, that was really close. If a Koopa spawned, the Koopa that I killed a moment ago on the 4th floor spawned again, I would have taken that hit. So, on to stage 12, which starts off with a lot of flying Goombas, a lot of bonsai bills. It's not going to be a good time. So we had a relatively easy stage. We have this absolute mess of stage 12. As I'm going to clear it, I will grab a star in the middle door, like the absolute middle door. But in the meantime, like Ishma, if you want to say anything, feel free.
Absolutely. We have a €5 donation by Aaron Choynison. And his comment just says, sorry, Grump.
I do it to myself. It's my own fault. But thank you for the donation. Alright, so we got a star, like, but because unlike no. Wow. Wow. Okay, those bonsai bills went nuts. Like, fine. I'll have to be a bit careful here. There we go. Let's see. I don't think this will work, but nope, it will not. Oh. I'm being Hotel Mario'd here. There we go. Again, like in this next screen, I'll just have to grab a fireflower. There's luckily enough fireflowers that we can grab in that particular screen, because you definitely want a fireflower in stage 13. Yeah, we have 30 times to get to the elevator, which we managed. So there's like, I believe, 3 or 4 different locations here in which you can grab a fireflower. So I'm going to make use of that. One of them just spawns because, yeah, red Koopa is what they do. I lost already. Fine. Did get rid of the red Koopa on the 1st floor, but this is a mess. There we go. Okay. We're good for now. Really, it is for now, because, again, the game can and will troll me. And once we're in stage 13, you'll get to see why we need the fireflower. Like, stage 13 is, again, such a step up in difficulty, but it's also because you're almost done at that point, so... Yeah, it's... Wow. Okay, we're not having a fireflower at the start of stage 13. That's okay. I'm just going to do this way. There we go. This, I don't believe this one had something. No. That was a bit of a gamble. There's one stage in which there's a fireflower hidden there that is not documented at this point. But I can still get it. There we go. Right. stage 13, which has an easy access fire flower right away. But this is going to be a mess. So I hope you all will all enjoy it. Because it will have bats, it will have boos, and it will have mega Koopas to begin with. That's not all. There we go. We got fire flower. So that's one step done. These two boos will hunt. That will always happen at a specific time. So I'm set up for that. And we're heading onwards. My first goal on this stage is to get rid of the Mega Koopas. So that's why I definitely want a fire flower at that point. Actually, I'm heading back here because I can get rid of that bat. Luckily, it came right at the right time. And okay, just have to be careful. Escape from that boo. Like as you can see, like things can get real messy in this game. Let's move to the left so that the boo that was active will no longer be active. And then we'll head back down and try to clear as we go. Try to get rid of all the bats. But the bats are not working with us. That one is staying on that third floor. Sure, fine. So this can be just a mess. Like this, generally the hardest stage in the game. And it's easy to lose some time on this particular stage. But now they're on. They're all on floor 2 now. Yeah, sure, why not? At least all of the bats are spawned. So I mean, there's sometimes nothing you can do there. Right, let's see what we can do now. That takes care of one bat. Takes care of the second. And will we be able to do this? YOLO this. There we go. Okay, excellent. Fingers crossed. Okay, done. Phew. Okay, so now on to the reason why you also want the fire flower here. And you'll see that shortly. So we have 8 bats to deal with. We have 2 boos. And we have Citropas. Okay, it's fine at the moment. It's fine. Have to deal with it. Have to deal with everything. Everything is good. And then suddenly... you get this. An absolute wall of sea troopers. And from here on out it will really get messy. Though so far I have been doing my cleanup duties pretty well. Like I didn't know plumbers had cleanup duties, but you know. On the other hand, like we're closing hotel doors and room keeping does the same, so maybe we're just room keeping. Okay, that's the downside. One of the bats escaped. Luckily, it was a bat that was no longer linked to one of the other bats, so the last one should still spawn. Here we are, excellent. So I can just clear up from here, and this actually went relatively decent, all things considered, for this particular stage. I'm happy about that, because this can become such an absolute mess. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, there you go. Okay, the bats are done. We're in the clear. So unless Abu decides to start its hunt on top of me, we're good. 2 stages to go. Ishma, is there anything you would like to plug? Any incentives or something?
I can absolutely go ahead and do that, because tomorrow we have a run of Xenoblade Chronicles the Definitive Edition, and you actually can go ahead and choose the outfits that Rico is going to put on his characters. At the moment, the Beacher attire is winning against the Epic Dragon Armor, the futuristic Hyentia, and of course the boring normal outfits that you've probably seen all over the place. So, you know, if you don't want the beachwear to win, but the Epic Dragon Armor, go ahead and donate a bit of money towards that.
I mean, who doesn't want to see Epic Dragon armor?
Right?
Yeah. People with the beachwear. Like swimming is any kind of fun.
I mean, to be fair, it is pretty hot outside, so
True,
I can see the connection, but still,
I can understand. I can understand. So yeah, this stage here, we had the Wigglers. Like, Wigglers are not too hard, but this second screen, however, We have some aggressive boos. And we have 3 spawning bats at the same time. They spawned in a good pattern this time around, so I didn't really have to worry about it. We can just kill the bats and clear out the rest of the screen. And that will put us right at the end of the game already. Like, we just have one more boss to go and it's done. Hotel Mario has been finished. So, Ishmael, which hotel did you like the most?
I think the children was pretty, excuse the pun, chill at this point. I just really like the fridge door design on the hotel rooms. I thought that was a really nice touch on the whole thing.
Definitely, definitely. It's a shame that we miss a few hotels, obviously, because yeah, we skipped through everything. But,
Absolutely.
It keeps things a bit more fresh for you. You're all at home and you're all here watching.
I think at this point it also cannot be understated how hard this game actually is. I mean, you make it look absolutely easy,
This game
but
is
just,
difficult.
you know, if you would have enough time to just, you know, leisurely stroll around the different floors, it wouldn't be as bad. But that time limit on some stages is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue, and like having to deal with the enemy patterns and that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're now fighting Bowser. As you can see, like he's just shooting thunder at us because that's what Bowser does, doesn't it? I guess. So let's just kill him. It didn't look like Bowser, did it? It indeed wasn't. It was Iggy. We got bamboozled, and Iggy was the only one that didn't get the hotel. Every other Koopaling got their own hotel. But
I
luckily,
guess his was just too cheesy.
Ah! Wow. Yep. Okay, so we got our big friend here now. I was a little bit late on my start, but that's all fine. We got Bowser. Like actual Bowser. I am taking it, I'm taking the safe route here though. Because yeah, you don't want to waste too much time. Let's go back up. Bowser can actually hit you out of the door, like you're not safe. So we have to kill him twice more to be sure. Because Bowser is again like also really aggressive with opening doors. I just escaped Bowser there. Let's head back up. Jump on his head twice. You can't damage him with fireballs, so I can't really do anything about that. No, we're waiting for him to come back down here. This time it's straight force. So get ready on time. We'll be on closing the final door. Close these 3. Kill Bowser. And that's time. So enjoy this cutscene. You deserve it.
Thanks to you two, I can safely rule the Mushroom Kingdom, free from the terrible Koopaling clan. And my thanks to you, too.
You're the best player ever.
You all are. You joined me here. You're the best player ever. All right. So I smelled something, don't I, Ishma?
You absolutely do. I think it's time for some toasters.
Yeah, I was already smelling that burny smell, and like when I arrived at the hotel, like I saw some lights flickering. So I think there's too many toasters going on somewhere.
I mean, all toasters are toasting toast, right?
I mean, have you seen the crowd here? Like everyone at BSG, they need their breakfast, so I can understand. So to get to the toaster cutscene, I'm just going to skip through this. Don't make copies of this. The game tells you. Look at that, $50,000. Right, so I'm just restarting the CDI. And yeah, because we don't want to take up too much time, there's actually a category at Hotel Mario if you want to get started out with playing the game, which is Toaster Percent, which is playing through the game until the toaster cutscene, and then you're done. It's like a 15-minute category. But the incentive is like 3 minutes, so with good reason, because we have a way to get to that cutscene a bit faster. And you get a bonus cutscene. You get to see what happened after we would have beaten the Woodland Hysteria. So let's restore our save, which is the B_space. B_space unlocks all stages. That's a cheat code. So I'm somewhat cheating. So let's head right into the Heartbreak Hotel. And enjoy the cutscene. Ooh.
Hey, princess!
Oh!
How are we gonna find the princess with the power going out? Maybe there's a switch in one of the rooms. Remind me to check.
That even hints at something going on. So that's about how the hotel looked when I came driving up. So not sure how you all have been experiencing the hotel here so far, but I hope it has been good. So I can swap stages here. And we're heading on to stage 4. Once more. There we go. And let's begin. So this one I do have to play a bit. Well, at start, like I don't have any power-ups, obviously. I'm just going to close a few doors just for safety reasons. So yeah, as you can see the gimmick here, like obviously there's something going wrong with power. I'm closing this door. This is the door that I do need. Closing the other door so no Koopa will spawn. Now we're waiting for electricity to spawn from that room. I'm just going to wait here. Come on. Show me the electricity. There it goes. So we open the door and I enjoy.
Ha! Here's the problem. Too many toasters. You know what they say? All toasters toast toast.
Look at that! So many good toasts gone. But at least it solves the power problem, so we can safely stream from here on. So yeah, thank you all for donating towards that cutscene, for meeting that incentive. It's amazing. Thank you all so much. I've been Grumpmeister. I tend to play a lot of weird, obscure games. That can either be good and just obscure, or they can be bad, or they can be this. I like this. I like this game. I will be back later today, because it is not Friday, but CDI Day, with the Nobelia. Nobelia is a CDI homebrew. Like, someone developed a game for the CDI in 2022. And I'm racing the developer. Like, I'm going to race TW Burn. So, we'll not have 1, but 2 CDIs here. Live CDIs, working CDIs. Yeah, and we're going to race through that homebrew. And tomorrow I have Gumpel Gun and Through. So if you ever were interested in a game where you basically have Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, and Earthbound having a sort of love child. Love child turned out to look like Shinshan, and they gave the gun in the Western world. You don't want to miss that. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to you, Ishmael.
All right, thank you, Grumpmeister, for this electrifying run of Hotel Mario. I'm basically toast over here. And so is the schedule at the moment for a little bit. You know, it's got a little bit burned because you actually have the 1001 Spikes run done by Ugyo, like right after the upcoming intermission. The interview with the Mind will take place a little bit later, right after that. So stick around and get your calculators out because you got to count some spikes.